So when you first got started, it's rough for a lot of people.
Sucks.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Everybody's got to go through it. It's like getting punched in the mouth every single day.
I like that.
What big things, like, what were your biggest struggles when you first started? And what was your first year like?
My car was my biggest struggle. So that thing was a POS, bro.
What kind of car was it?
Well, it was a Mazda 6, and it was nice when I got it. But like how I am with manual labor, I just destroy things, right?
Yeah.
And so give me a nice car,
Oh
I'll
my
destroy
God.
it.
Yeah.
So I always worked hard. I always worked 2-3 jobs. So I got this car, and it was decent, and normal everyday car, Mazda 6. And I don't know what I hit. I hit something, and the bumper fell off, and the muffler fell off, and like this thing was just it was not good. So anyway, so I zip tied the bumper, and it was like hanging and swinging when I was driving. Muffler, it sounded like, I remember driving through East Greenwich, and like all you heard was like, like off of the buildings echoing, and people were like, look at this white trash coming through. And East Greenwich is like one of the wealthiest towns in Rhode Island.
It is.
And me, like, whatever. So I used to hide my car and go knock on doors, right? And I got one of like, I got a $500,000+ listing, one of my first listings, and I went and knocked on expireds, right?
That is awesome.
And I went and knocked, and they didn't even recognize I had no car with me. They had this long driveway, and I remember I sold that thing very quickly. They had 3 agents before me. I sold it in 32 days on an average of 120, 130-day market back in the day, right?
That's
I sold it
awesome.
32 days, got them almost full list price back then, and on closing day, I pull up in my beater, like,
Nice.
right? When she's coming out of the car, the house, and she looks at me and she's like, "That's your car?"
Oh my
And I was like, "Yeah, it is," and she just gave me that face, like, I would have never listed with you if I would have, and it's nothing, it's human nature, bro.
It is.
It's just, you judge people on appearance, on all of that, but I've always dressed nice in a suit, and it goes a long way. So my biggest struggle was not me, and a lot of people, their biggest struggle is them. If their biggest struggle is them, get out of real estate, because you're always, or learn how to not struggle through it.
Yes.
Pick yourself up, right? And that's okay. But my biggest struggle was my car at the time, and living 6 months without a paycheck.
That is a
Broke.
very hard part of it.
Ramen
noodles?
Ramen noodles daily, guy.
So
Eggs.
that's 2 good points. So the first thing is, a lot of agents, they think the vehicle they have is going to be a challenge, and just park it down the road like you did, and you still sold a $500,000 listing in 32 days.
Yeah.
After multiple agents failed.
Mhm.
So it can be done. Don't use the car as an excuse
No.
not to get into it. You can
No
definitely do
excuse.
it. Exactly. And then the money part. So you recommend about 6 months of savings before you jump into it, or you just
No.
think just dive in
Just
and
jump in.
make it happen?
Just jump in, because you know what? When you're hungry, you're going to perform better. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
True.
hungry. I mean, I was really hungry. I was just eating eggs and ramen. And
That's an amazing story.
yeah, it's like, but a lot of people go through that, and it's like, and I haven't done anything crazier than anybody else who's succeeded. And it's like, you listen to everybody. Everybody's like, I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna get rich quick type of bullshit. Like, no, if you have that mindset, you've already failed, because it takes time. You need to work your tail off. And I went into real estate looking around from a business to business job. I used to sell toilet paper and urinal cakes door to door. I swear, dude.
No way.
I did. Well, we sold other stuff, but it's funnier when I say it like
It's
that.
too
right?
funny, yeah.
Ice melt, cleaning products, all this
Yeah.
stuff. And I did really good with it, right? I did really, really good. And anyways, coming from a business to business background, Chris, I saw how things were kind of handled in the real estate industry, and it's not hard to become in the top 10%. It's
Yes.
really, really not, right? Like,
Yes.
and I knew if I worked just a little bit harder than everybody else, and if I learned stuff, and if I was a bit knowledgeable, then I would do well. And that's it. Just grit, hard work,
That's
and
what it is.
determination.
Grit,
Yeah.
determination, dedication.
I outworked all my competitors.
Oh, for sure.